We got trail cameras in like 10 different stations right now, and we find some really good bucks coming to the water holes, to drinkers too. 2011 was a really dry year for us. We got just 2 inches of rain the whole year, so we start to feed our cows. They need supplementary stuff. So the deer start coming too to the water, and then they start to eat the leftovers, whatever is left after the cows leave. They start to come and eat them too. They need it. It's been a rough year for them. So we got a couple of spots with good bucks coming to there. I hope next few days you can harvest one.
Grab my bow. I've been in the TV business for a long time and been in a lot of shoots, a lot of TV hunts. But being the cameraman and the hunter at the same time is pretty crazy. There's a lot going on. All right, we'll see ya. You can see the sun's beating down. I mean, it's middle of the day, but it's the best time to go to get in the blind. Well, this setup right here is the type of water holes that are found here on the ranch. Basically, it's just a tank with a float valve on it, and the PVC pipe runs from the big storage tank and fills these up. And there's, I believe, 14 different stations on this ranch. This pasture itself may be 5,000–6,000 acres. These desert mule deer can go anywhere they want. But there's been a drought, and it's been one of the driest years in the last 10 years here. And what that basically means is that the reality is these deer want to drink water, they're going to have to come to one of these little holes like this. Typically when you think about going to Sonora and going on a desert mule deer hunt, you're thinking about spot and stalk hunting. But when you're a solo cam hunter, you've got to get in a blind. You've got to get into a position where you can actually film the hunt. I had decided that if I was going to do this, I was going to do it right. I wanted to show you my setup here in the blind. I've got 3 different cameras set up. I've got a small wide-angle lens that I'm going to use for the over-the-shoulder shot and some side cutaways. I've got my main camera, my main Sony camera that I'm going to use on a tripod for moving around, and I've also got a GoPro. And so with these 3 cameras, I'm going to try to capture all the action I can. The last 2 times that I've hunted in this particular blind, I haven't seen a shooter. I've seen does, I've seen some smaller bucks, had some javelina come in, but no shooter muley bucks. That was a big buck. You know, the rule of thumb is you never pass one on the first day that you'd shoot on the last day. But there's a couple of 200s around here, so I'm gonna wait. I already had an arrow nocked, I had my bow set up, and I had it leaning up against the blind. So I'm looking through the viewfinder, I'm watching the monitor on the camera, and I'm filming this deer, trying to be as steady as I can. We just hammered a big desert mule deer. 170 at least. 5 on one side, 4 on the other. It's too much like work running these cameras, but it's solo cam style. I double lung that buck, 25-yard shot, headed to the water hole. It does not get any better. Here's my camera setup outside the blind. You can see what the deer could see, just that camera through there and me shooting through this little hole right here. We're gonna walk out here and see if we can find the buck. I'll check it out. There's my arrow right there. There's my arrow. There's blood right there. Yeah, he got on this trail right here and is headed this direction. Blood right there. There he is right there. It doesn't get any better. He went 80 yards. I had to get my camera set up, but look at this. This is phenomenal right here. 5 on this side, 4 on this side, so he's typical over here. He's got this non-typical tine, just a brow tine on his right side. When I saw him coming through the brush, I knew he was a shooter. I got the full draw and throttled him. 2-blade rage, titanium. He made it to right here. Just a beautiful, beautiful buck. And film your own hunt? What a fantastic time. I just love bow hunting, and this is why.